So I'm sure we've all heard the phrase, no pain, no gain, right? That can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing. So when you think about lifting weights, there's definitely some degree of pain as we're tearing down the muscles. And it's actually the recovery process that builds the muscles and that builds the strength. So there is some pain involved in that. Any type of activity that gets you stronger, there's definitely, I would say, a degree of pain, or we can say discomfort. So we don't have to think of it always being pain, but just not a state of being comfortable, and then that's when growth occurs. So when we think about gaining any type of skill, and I'm not necessarily just talking about martial skill. Skill can be the skill to do your form correctly, to make it look beautiful and graceful. That is a skill. So when you allow yourself to be in different states of discomfort, and you build up from that, then that's when you can really have some growth. And what I mean is, if you look at the standing that we do, so we do our Jan Jong, right? This, not very comfortable after a while. So we stand here, and after a while, what happens? Your legs, they'll start to ache. Your shoulders may ache, right? If your shoulders ache, just relax them, release, and try and get them to settle down. So we like to think about, as we relax the shoulders down into the back is supported by the lower back, and the lower back, we relax that, is supported by the hips. Relaxing the hips is supported by the legs. Releasing the legs is supported by the feet. And all of this is supported by the skeleton. So essentially, the skeleton will hold that shape while everything relaxes as much as possible. But there still will be some degree of discomfort. And what happens after a while, you build the muscles in the arms that when you go to do your ward off, now you have this shape that is supported by the structure, and the muscles are strong enough that they can relax into this pose, and you'll have what we call ward off energy. You'll have, I should say, a part of ward off energy will be the part that pertains to the structure. So if somebody were to push on it, you can relax, and you can still hold the shape without tensing the muscles, or causing tension in the mind or the body. So that's one way that we think about discomfort bringing skill. So other things too, like our low stances, our squats, the lower we can get in the stances, the more we're working the legs, but we want to do it correctly. So if I'm doing my, let's say here's my single whip, and I go into my snake creeps down, right? So if I can start to sit tall and use my legs, bending the legs, right? Then over time I can go a little bit lower, I can go a little bit lower, until eventually I can get that low, right? Once you can sit without bending, right? So it's a gradual process, and it's not very comfortable because you are working the legs, you are getting a nice stretch. So discomfort can come in the form of stretching as well, right? Holding stretches doesn't always feel great, right? But if you can discipline yourself enough to go through these things, the muscle building, through either stance work or resistance training, the stretching doesn't feel that great. This is one of the stretches that we do, sinking, dropping the butt down on each side, alternating. Right? Doesn't feel that great. But when you go to do your form, as you can go lower and lower, it looks more graceful. It looks great. So I'm talking about physical discomfort now, but we can take that to another level of discomfort as far as your scheduling, right? So instead of sleeping in, getting up early, doing some practice just so that you make sure that you have time to do it. If I sleep in, it's nice and comfortable, and I get up and either it's a day off or I go to work, whatever it is, that's fine. Of course, we need rest, and you want to have the right amount of rest, but maybe going to bed earlier, that's a discomfort to your schedule if you're used to staying up late and doing different things. If you can get up early, you may not want to, right? It's a discomfort. But if you get up, do some training, get it out of the way, and it becomes a habit, then you'll start gaining skill from that as well too. When you think of Tai Chi, they talk about the health benefits of Tai Chi. but the health benefits come from the challenge, and those challenges are the things that create skill. So the fact if I can sink and release, if I can breathe deep, if I can put some stress on my bones, my structure, my muscles. So the things that give me root, the things that make me unmovable, the things that give me connectivity and allow me to demonstrate Tai Chi as a martial art, in order to do those is the things that put me in a discomfort that help me to build the skill to be able to do that. And those things that help me build the skill are the things that make Tai Chi very healthy. That's how you get the optimal, I should say, the optimal experience out of Tai Chi as a health benefit. And I'm not saying you have to go out and do the fighting or sparring or anything like that, but just build the skill, the martial skill, or the things that Tai Chi are known for. And then that's how you get all of the health benefits out of it. And the only way to do that is putting yourself in uncomfortable positions. So even just holding, like we'll hold these positions, we'll hold them for a while and think about releasing down, relaxing, sinking, staying open, breathing deep. After a while, this is going to become very uncomfortable for me. But if I can survive through it, last through it, not only am I building the strength of body and skill, but I'm building strength of mind. So your body wants to quit, or your mind actually will want to quit before your body. Your mind will make up excuses. Oh, my shoulders, this and that, my leg, my this. But if you just stay here and work with your mind to change it, change your mind about it, the process, you can stand here for a lot longer than you actually think. So these are some of the ways that we also build the willpower. So the power of mind. Willpower is very important. Willpower is what's going to keep you practicing. Willpower is what's going to allow you to do the things you want to do in life. So you need intention and willpower. You need a power of the mind, a presence, a personality that can not only endure things, but dare I say, make things happen, almost like imposing your presence onto the template of the future and securing things in the way that you want to have them done. As an added note, the discomfort won't last forever. So that's one thing a master once told me, was that pain is temporary. So as you're doing your standing or whatever it is you're doing, it's not going to last forever. But not only that, your body gets used to it. You get used to it, and you actually begin to not only become more comfortable with it, but actually kind of enjoy it. You enjoy the feeling of getting stronger, things like that. All right, so I think we've talked enough about discomfort. Tai Chi should be enjoyable, and it is. So keep training, challenge yourself slowly over time. So you don't want to overdo it to the point where you say, oh, I can't do this, or I don't want to do this. Build the skills gradually. Start off standing at a time that's tolerable and at a level that, just challenges you slightly. Not enough to make you want to quit and give up, but enough to where you can feel where this is headed. And then as time goes on, maybe stand a little longer. If you can stand longer, maybe start to go a little deeper. Start sinking, releasing deeper. Just being able to relax into these postures. I'm going to hold this for a few minutes. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for joining me. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have great training. And we'll see you next time.